Hello, friends and neighbors, and welcome to episode 56 of Ray and Benny Talk Sports. Take a quick second, smash that subscribe button. It really helps grow our channel. And also leave likes, leave comments. Tell us what you think, good or bad, and we'll see how we take it. Benny, where can they find us on social media?
We'll take it good. We always take things good, right?
That's what she said.
Never bad. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yikes. Tell us where we're on social media. Hurry up before I get in trouble. We get kicked off YouTube.
Geez, you can find us Ray Betty Sports. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and of course YouTube. Yes, good old
this
TikTok.
Is starting very well. Let's get into our previews and predictions. This is like the CFL's version of Thanksgiving Day weekend in the NFL. Some great traditional matchups. Let's start off with the Redblacks and the Owls going toe-to-toe tomorrow.
Hold on. Before we get into it, let me just give out our records. We had a rough week last week.
I know, 1-3.
Yeah, 1-3. So you dropped to, after that, 21-15. And I am 20-16. Okay. So you got that one game up on me still.
Lots of time.
Yes, Indeed.
So let's get into it. Redblacks and the Owls in Montreal. Well, it wasn't a hard pick for me. It wasn't a hard pick for me. How about you?
No, not at all. I'm going with Montreal in this one.
Oh, how can't you? They've looked good the past couple weeks.
Yeah. 2 good weeks. They got a bye week now to kind of get organized a bit more. And playing at home, Ottawa's to me is still disjointed, even though they won a game last week. Yeah. Lapo can't get rhythm in that offense. He comes together with a great first half. Second half, who knows? So the D for Ottawa, though, has played better and has kept them in these games. So if they can step up again and cause Harris some problems, maybe they got a chance. But if Harris can do what he did against Hamilton in this game, I think Montreal's going to win this game easily.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about this game, but there was something online about, how's Randy Ambrosie doing after 5 years? And this expansion thing, it has to happen so we can balance out this schedule. Because I would honestly love to see Ottawa and Montreal, the Battle of the Rideau. It's geographically a great rivalry that should be happening every Labor Day. So I just want to put that out there. But I'm taking Montreal. They have all the momentum, a week to rest. Ottawa's not looking good. I don't see any way Ottawa can win this.
You think Arbuckle can continue play another strong game, or is that Montreal defensive line going to get at him and cause him some problems?
I just don't think Ottawa can function as an offense consistently against a team that's actually doing well.
Yeah.
Like they beat Edmonton. Sorry, brother. I don't have no belief in Paul Lepolis as much as I want him to succeed. It's not going to happen this week, I don't think.
No, let's go back to this expansion thing, though, for a second, because you're talking about that. But we have the ownership issue now in Montreal. That obviously needs to get resolved first. How do you expand when there's ownership questions about some other teams?
Yeah, well, you have to work on both at the same time. You can't just say, we're not going to expand because we have to work on Montreal. That's still, even though Halifax really hasn't been stepping up in regards, especially to a stadium, a place you can play.
Those come in handy,
Jeez, I know. You can't just keep putting extra seats on a university stadium. It has to be an actual quality facility. It doesn't have to be 20,000, it could be 15,000. But it's not with anything that they have there. Any which way. Got off topic there a little bit.
Just a tad.
If there is expansion, this is a possible good matchup in years to come for Labor Day. But this year, I'd take the Owls to win in Montreal.
Agreed on that one.
Hope the fans come together, and even though Stern is gone, they still break 20,000. I haven't heard attendance numbers from Montreal yet.
Yeah, neither have I, but yeah, hopefully they can get back up over that number.
Okay. Let's go to the primetime matchup. At least I feel this is the primetime matchup. The matchup of Labor Day weekend. We've been there. Not at Mosaic, at Taylor Field.
Yeah.
And those Labor Day matchups are wars. Not wars. I shouldn't say wars. They are battles.
They're a battle. They're a great time. They're a fun time in the crowd, too. For the most part. There's obviously issues do creep up in that crowd when you're wearing blue, but for the most part, it's pretty good.
I remember one game, and the other game I don't remember. I think I was concussed from the football game with the 2-liter bottle. I got crushed, and then I think my head was gone for that game. But any which way.
The crushed up 2-liter bottle, making a football.
In a tackle football game. In the Roughriders practice. What were we thinking?
Oh, we weren't.
It was like 7 Bomber fans against like 15 Rider fans. But by that time, maybe I was concussed, so maybe it was like 10 Rider fans. I don't know.
Good time, though.
Yeah, it was a great time. We were lucky enough to see one win. Unfortunately, we saw one loss. I'm going to take the win in this one. Bombers are owning Mosaic. They're owning the Riders, and I don't see it changing much after in this year's edition of the Labor Day Classic.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that. We've talked about, obviously, Labor Day games in Saskatchewan, how they can rise to the occasion, even if they're one in whatever. But I don't see that this year. I see the Bombers being strong enough. Their D-line, it's a battle of the trenches. We've talked about this before. It'll be a battle of the trenches. If the Bomber D-line can get after Fajardo, he's going to have a hard time. And it goes back the same way. If the Bomber O-line has to be really good as well, and because Saskatchewan's got a great D-line. And they got to keep their eyes on Marino because I do not trust that guy.
No, he's a clown.
With Claros and everything, so we'll see how that goes. But, the Bombers get the win. They clinch a playoff spot.
Yeah.
I am interested to know if this would be the earliest that anyone has ever clinched this playoff spot in the CFL, in week 12, right? Yeah. Would it be? Or I guess week 13 with the buys and stuff like that. But that'd be crazy already being able to clinch that.
Here's an impromptu question. What do you think the 3 keys to the game will be? We'll divide it up, obviously.
Well, right there, the D lines versus O lines for me, going both ways. That's definitely one key for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think the D line for Winnipeg, I think it'll be a Jackson Jeffcoat kind of day. He's been running amok all year when he's been able to play. He's missed a couple games, but I think he's been wreaking havoc every week he's played. So I think this is against this O line. I agree with you. It'll be the battle of the trenches, and I think Bombers will win it.
Yeah, I think they'll come out on top too. And if they can get their O-line to play well, I think Oliveira is going to have another great game. And that's another one to kind of maybe offset that pass rush from the Saskatchewan Roughriders. If they can get Oliveira running good, it kind of has Saskatchewan sitting back a little bit more and then not pitting their ears back. So
Oliveira having a great year.
Yeah.
For that 1,000 yards. I think another key to the game is, can Leggio be clutch and consistent, especially against this crowd? It'll be, I know the term is overused, a hostile environment they're going into in Saskatchewan. There'll be a lot of Bomber fans.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be cheering you on from Winnipeg for sure. But it's going to be loud, and I think this is a great game for him to prove himself here.
Yeah, for sure. He needs to step up, and he needs to be clutch when he's called upon. He had a good game last game, for sure. Yeah. He rebounded nicely after that Montreal game, so if he can keep it going, that'd be great as well.
Yeah, I don't see that being a Bomber blowout. I'd love to see it being a Bomber blowout, but I think this one might be close, and I think Leggio will be called upon many times to make kicks. What do you think another key of the game would be?
I think it's going to not come down, but he's going to have to come. He's coming in for Demario Houston, Jamal Parker. What can he do in that position? Another rookie that's filling in for that spot. Are Saskatchewan going to go after him? Saskatchewan's got a pretty decent core of wide receivers, even though Duke Williams is probably not saying that they're getting Shaq Evans back. Kyron Moore is in there. So they have weapons.
Yeah.
And those Bombers DVs are going to have to be good, and Parker's probably going to get picked on a little bit.
And if I can expand on that, I think the condition of the Bombers secondary and the linebacking core, both are hurting a little bit. Even Adam Bighill, although he's been dressed, is hurting a bit going into this one. So I think if Saskatchewan, they get the running game going, that could be a problem for the Bombers. But I think the Bombers, if they can overcome those injuries in the secondary, and if the D-line can have consistent pressures, they can get over those injuries. Those are some 3 great keys to the game there.
Yeah, but we're still going Winnipeg here, so
yeah, I'm Winnipeg for sure.
Yeah,
Winnipeg
no question.
For sure.
But there's a bunch of injuries in that Bomber team, but there's also some good news, because Brandon Alexander's back on the practice field.
Yeah, hopefully
Michael Couture might play this weekend. He practiced in full, so I'm not sure what's happening there. So they're getting some guys back, but some guys are also on the injured list, because Demario Houston, I think, got placed on a 6-game injured. So Jamal Parker is going to have some time to get acquainted to this game.
Shout out to sign guy, Don. Shout out, man. Argos, Ticats. I hate this one.
Have we gotten one of these right?
No, I forgot to bring a coin too. Should have just flipped a coin here and see what's up. I'm going to take Argos because the Ticats don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, I bet you both fans of these teams would probably be wanting us to pick the other team instead, because every time we do it, we pick it wrong anyways, right?
Oh, sorry, Ticat fans. I'm going with the Argos because y'all are in bad shape.
So am I. I'm going with the Argos as well. So this will definitely be a letdown game for the Argos, right? Because we picked them here to win a game.
Yeah, but in all honesty, I think they should really give Hamilton a whooping here.
They should.
Hamilton.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. The only thing that might help Hamilton is that they're at home. It's a sold-out crowd, actually, which is awesome there, too. Mm-hmm. So that might help them out a bit, but they might have to go with Jamie Newman as their quarterback here, right? Because Schultz is out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Evans did not practice. I know there's still lots of time before Monday, so we'll see. But Toronto's D has been playing well. This is a game that Toronto needs to step up and beat Hamilton. Stop putting doubts into our heads and every other fan's head that, hey, Toronto's not good enough.
They don't have to do anything spectacular. Just don't make mistakes against this Hamilton team. They're hurting, and they're not consistent, and they have no momentum. So come on now, Toronto.
And if Dane Evans is in there, he's definitely going to make the mistakes and help Toronto out. So
no, Dane Evans ain't playing, man. He ain't playing. Let's go to the second best rivalry. I said I'm taking the Argos. I said that, yeah.
Yeah, both on the Argos. So far we're both are all 3 games here. We've picked the same. So
here we go.
I'm assuming we're gonna do the same here.
Well, you got to take the Stamps.
Yeah, exactly.
Meyer looked really good, and they're at home. And Edmonton just lost to Ottawa, basement dwellers. So yeah, I think we're going the same picks on this one. I'm going to take the Stamps.
Yeah, I'm picking the Stamps as well. Edmonton's now without Lawler for at least 2 games, maybe 6 on the injured. So it's not looking good for Edmonton. And we know, obviously, Labor Day games, records kind of go out the window. And teams always play games tough no matter how bad they are. Just wanted to point this out. I'm picking the Stamps too, obviously. But a note I saw today was pointed out by CFL.ca's Jamie Nye. Over the last 10 seasons, regardless of teams' records going into the game, the home team in Sunday, Monday rivalry games are 23-5. So it doesn't matter. Like we say, Saskatchewan can be terrible, but they end up winning these games. Hamilton's the worst team here at them in Toronto. They've got a pretty good chance, right? Calgary's obviously a home team, so it's crazy what Labor Day can do.
I don't think Hamilton has a good chance. I think they have a slim chance at best. Slim chance at best with no QB.
That'll help them.
I can't back off it. That's the truth. I just got to tell y'all the truth. I don't think it's their week. Not at all.
No, I think they're pretty much done for this season. It is almost a must-win kind of. Well, must-win for Ottawa. Obviously, they lose again. That gap's way too big for them to come back. Same with Hamilton. If Montreal ends up winning their game, Hamilton definitely needs to win this game. Otherwise, their chances are pretty much over. But
yeah,
it's the East. So things aren't over yet. But
what a disaster! Yuck is the only word I can describe the East right now. Yuck. You got any shout-outs? Friends and neighbors, don't forget to put your comments or your predictions in the comment section, and we'll give you a like. We'll probably give you a love.
Before that shout-out, though,
okay,
I do like the trade that BC made for Vernon Adams.
Oh, yes, we covered about the Vernon Adams trade. That was actually a brilliant trade.
Yeah, I could see Vernon Adams doing very well in that offense with those receivers.
Absolutely.
And he's got a bye week to kind of get acquainted. Who knows if he'll start right after the bye or not, but you got that insurance at least, right? If it doesn't work out with O'Connor, you got a veteran in Vernon Adams who's shown that he can play in this league when he's got a good, solid offense around him. So
yeah,
I'm interested to see how that works out for them.
Not even a good, solid offense. He had an okay offense around him in Montreal, and he did okay.
Yeah, put up some good numbers. So.
MOP numbers.
Mm-hmm. Just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, things done changed after that trade, Bomber fans. Things done changed. Let's move on to shout-outs now. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the former Blue Bomber, DeAndre Alford, for cracking the Falcons roster at a training camp, man.
Hey, the 53-man.
Yeah, what a story coming in to the Bombers as a rookie, playing here, West Division All-Star, winning a Grey Cup, and then getting on to – and he gives nothing but credit to the Bombers and his Bomber teammates for helping him out. So fantastic for him. Shout out to D. Alford.
Shout out to D. Alford. Everyone appreciates him at Winnipeg and shows him love still. And he shows love to Winnipeg back.
Yep.
I'm going to do a selfish shout out right here. I'm about to close the show. People are like, yo, why is your voice all garbage? It's because I've been doing a show at Rainbow Stage, The Wizard of Oz, It's a kick-ass show. You only got 3 days to see it. Whenever you listen to this, you might not even be able to chance to see it, but it's an amazing show. So shout out to those amazing cast members, especially Alyssa, who's Dorothy. She's amazing. She's a star, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic show for sure. We saw it, what was it, last week? But yeah, great show. Ray, you did a fantastic job. It was a great show all around.
You were there.
Yes,
and
I
you
was.
Were there, and you were there. Benny, you got anything to say to our friends out there?
You know what? Thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget, like we say, follow, subscribe, comment, let us know what we're doing. If you're doing something good, doing something bad, let us know. Have a good weekend. Enjoy those Labor Day games.
Oh, man, I can't wait to get back to Regina. I haven't been to Mosaic yet.
Yeah, we'll have to do that one time. Great cup.
Yeah. Oh. Shout out also to CFL Hobo, who's going to be in Winnipeg selling some great gear. If you can get tickets, someone hook him up to get in. He travels to every stadium in the CFL with his boys. Amazing story. Amazing guy. Amazing fan. And in the famous words of Mitch Hedberg, I'm sick of following my dreams, man. I'm just going to ask them where they're going and hook up with them later. Hey, friends and neighbors, don't forget to check us out online on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Ray Benny Sports. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you think.